Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday, March 6, 2024. I'm Alexandra Carter. Let's check in now with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl, who will give us a weather update. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. By the way, I'm blaming you this morning for I'm suddenly craving Oreos and cheese. Or perhaps a combination. That's a healthy breakfast, right? You got some cream in there, and yeah, all right. I'm hungry though, so let's check those numbers from yesterday. We've got low 50s for highs in the La Crosse area. 50 was the high in Eau Claire, 56 in Boscobel. Skies are mainly clear for this morning. 52 and 26 the numbers for yesterday. Again, that's above the averages of 41 and 22. Record high today, 74 in 2000. Record low, 16 below in 1890. Sunrise time this morning in about a half an hour. We've got some high clouds, primarily to the south and east, and more clouds out to the west, even some precip, but most of that not reaching the ground, and it'll fizzle before it reaches us. Current temperatures primarily in the 20s, some upper teens though in Sparta, Black River Falls, and Volk Field. Again, mostly sunny this morning, passing clouds this afternoon, highs in La Crosse around 54. More information on my 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Bill. Time now for the stories making headlines right now, starting with some breaking developments from the campaign trail. Sources saying Nikki Haley will announce she's suspending her bid for the White House later today. This comes after President Biden and former President Trump dominated the delegates on Super Tuesday yesterday. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry has the latest from Washington.
This is a big one.
A big night for former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden on Super Tuesday, with major wins in several states. The two frontrunners already shifting focus to a likely general election rematch.
Our poll numbers are so much higher than Joe Biden's. He's the worst president in the history of our country.
In a statement, President Biden described Trump as, quote, driven by grievance and grift and determined to destroy our democracy. Sources familiar tell CBS News former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley will suspend her campaign after she picked up one win in Vermont yesterday. According to CBS News exit polls, immigration and the economy were top issues for GOP voters.
I'm going to vote for anybody who says they're closing the border.
Biden again faced opposition from some voters over his handling of the Israel-Hamas war, with tens of thousands in Minnesota casting a protest vote of uncommitted.
We did it so we can have a ceasefire now.
All eyes were also on the crowded California Senate primary for the seat previously held by late Senator Dianne Feinstein, on record as the most expensive Senate election in state history. Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff and Republican and former professional baseball player Steve Garvey will face off in the general election.
Both President Biden and former President Trump are expected to campaign this weekend in Georgia. That state and several others will hold primaries March 12th. Minnesotans were among the Super Tuesday voters who cast their votes yesterday. There were 39 delegates up for grabs for Republican candidates and 75 delegates on the Democratic side. For the Republican primary, CBS News projecting former President Trump won the state with 26 delegates. On the Democratic side, Biden is projected to win with 53 delegates. So far, no candidates have met the required number of delegates needed to become the party's nominee, but they are inching closer. While all eyes were on the polls for Super Tuesday, a different kind of vote was causing a stir at the state capitol in Minnesota yesterday. Republican leaders held two press conferences demanding a public vote on the new state flag and seal design. They argued the people, not the current unelected commission, should decide on the change.
The goal is not to go back to this flag or to go to the new flag. The goal remains Minnesotans deserve the right to vote for what represents them. And if that flag is this one, or if that flag is the new one, it's a Minnesotan's right to vote.
Currently, Minnesota is not a referendum state, meaning the public would not be able to directly vote on the issue. However, legislation introduced yesterday to allow for a flag referendum could change that. Two Rivers police have identified a car of interest in the investigation into that missing 3-year-old boy. We're talking about Elijah Vu. He was last seen February 20th with Jesse Vang, a man in a relationship with the boy's mother, Katrina Bauer. Police identified the car as a beige 1997 4-door Nissan Altima. Authorities do have that vehicle in their possession this morning. They're asking anyone with security camera footage from February 19th between 2 and 9 p.m. to review it. We have a link on our website to upload any video that may help. Both Bauer and Vang are charged with felony child neglect. Another inmate has been found dead at the Waupun Correctional Institution, marking the 4th death at the prison in just the past 8 months. 62-year-old Donald Meyer died February 22nd. His cause of death still under investigation. Last October, a group of Waupun inmates filed a federal lawsuit claiming lockdown conditions amounted to cruel and unusual punishment. The lockdowns were put in place due to a shortage of guards. The Tomah Police Department is mourning the death of a furry member of their force this morning. Police say K9 Raiden was on duty Monday night east of Tomah city limits. He was taking a break in an outdoor area when he unexpectedly ran onto Highway 1216 and was struck by a vehicle. He was then taken to a veterinary hospital in the Madison area, where he later died. The La Crosse School Board now has cost estimates for its school consolidation plans. Merging Emerson and Spence Elementary Schools into a new building would cost $42 million, adding $29 per 100K in property value to tax bills. But that alone won't fix the budget deficit, so a third school may also close, likely Hintgen. Some worry adding that to a referendum could make it too complicated. The board will debate the options on March 18th. And some local area burn bans are being lifted this morning. That includes the ones in La Crosse, Madera, Onalaska, and Vernon County, all now lifted. In an update this morning, the La Crosse Fire Department says the decision is based on recent rain, and the state's DNR saying the fire danger now at low levels. The fire department will reinstate the bans if fire danger is considered to be high again. A Minnesota man planning to help flip a house is now in the middle of a massive rescue operation. Nearly 80 cats cramped and living in filth inside of a foreclosed house in Coon Rapids. Kirsten Mitchell spoke with one of the people who found them and is now focused on finding them loving families.
I've experienced some pretty rough stuff in flipping, but nothing like this. Careful, that door slams.
It's hard to prepare.
And these cabinets
for something
left were hiding. But this room,
like this,
they just wouldn't come out for dear life, so I had to start cutting the thing apart. I mean, to be completely transparent, it was just disgusting.
Handyman Matt Lenander was helping flip this foreclosed Coon Rapids home when a cleaner told him there were cats left inside.
They were literally coming out of the woodwork into the rafters.
Too many to count.
What was about 30 to 40 is now 78 that we know of.
Some were dead and police took the sickest ones. The rest are now in the care of rescuers like Snapped.
The outpour of community help has been insane.
One of their fosters is temporarily holding 51 of them in her heated garage.
When you're dealing with a hoarding situation, there's a medical and behavior side to it.
The Animal Humane Society is assisting the Coon Rapids Police Department in the investigation, which could result in criminal charges.
Most animal cruelty cases we see are neglect, where it's really well-intentioned people that get beyond their means.
It was incredibly overwhelming. You just wonder how somebody can live in that kind of environment or even let it get to that point.
An environment these frightened felines won't be returning to, thanks to Matt from the animal-loving community.
I just love animals, and I couldn't let them just sit in that.
The cats are now scattered over several different rescues. Some are looking for foster or forever families. They're all looking for donations. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news. The White House is going after stubbornly high consumer costs ahead of this week's State of the Union address. We'll take a look at how President Biden is calling out companies for price gouging in just a few minutes. And spring breakers who plan on going to Miami Beach may want to be aware of some new strict rules the city is putting into place after the break. We'll take a look at how the rules may not only impact travelers, but also local businesses. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. An unexpected sight off the Massachusetts coast, a rare gray whale, one that's been basically extinct in the Atlantic Ocean for more than 2 centuries, This aerial survey from the New England Aquarium made the discovery last Friday about 30 miles south of Nantucket. They swirled around the area for nearly an hour, snapping pictures of the marine mammal. These types of whales are often found in the North Pacific Ocean, but they pretty much vanished in the Atlantic by the 18th century. Gray whales are easy to recognize because they don't have a dorsal fin. They do have a dorsal hump with ridges. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news at News 8 Now this morning is after the break.
Make next winter fun for your family at Mount Lacrosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now for next year and ski the rest of this season for free. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 10th.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
Our composite windows are the clear choice for your home. This window is 12 times stronger than vinyl, 2,000% more airtight, and 40% more energy efficient. All at a price less than what many companies charge for vinyl windows. What does this mean for you and your home? Our composite windows make you more comfortable and save on your energy bills.
You're such a window nerd.
I've done my research, so you don't have to.
Come visit our new showroom and test the window nerd's knowledge. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. Your choice for quality, affordable windows.
I'm Kelly Wild. It's 102.7 WKBH. When my grandmother passed away, my mom gifted me with her Bohemian cookbook. I found one recipe for a soup, and written on top of it, in my grandmother's beautiful handwriting, was, "She really loves this." So I cook up a small batch, bring it over to my mom, and she says, "What is this?" I said, "It's your favorite soup from Grandma Paulda's cookbook." Then my mom said she would make this for her dog Ginger when she couldn't go to the bathroom.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
It's about passion. It's about achievement. It's about hands-on. It's in our history. It's in our present and future. It's time to explore what Chippewa Valley Technical College is all about. Find us online at cvtc.edu and see what's in it for you.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
Make next winter fun for your family at Mount Lacrosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now for next year and ski the rest of this season for free. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 10th.
Welcome back and a good Wednesday morning to you. It is currently 6:12. A check of the schoolcast for today does include chilly temperatures this morning, but nothing too drastic. Temperatures around 29 at 7 a.m. With lots of sunshine through the morning hours, 48 by lunchtime, 54 this afternoon with some passing clouds. Dog walking forecast. It's going to be a great day for that and anything else outdoors. And a cute shot of Misty Storm. Love the name, by the way. Looks like she's got a little chew toy in her mouth, hoping to walk with Tasha at some point. Again, lots of sunshine this morning, just those passing clouds this afternoon, and temperatures above average. Forecasting 54, and our average high is only 41. All is quiet as we look through CityCam 8. Dry today and tomorrow with highs in the 50s. Our next precip chance comes in the form of rain, maybe some sleet and snow mixed in spots late tomorrow night and into the day on Friday. Cooler Friday into the weekend. Highs primarily in the 40s, although we may flirt with 50 again by Sunday. Satellite radar imagery showing some clouds off to our west, even some precip, but a lot of that not reaching the ground, and it will dry out before it reaches us, so just some passing clouds later today. Current temperatures primarily in the 20s, 24 in Eau Claire, 27 in Winona and La Crosse, and again, we will see highs today generally in the low to mid 50s, right around 54 here in La Crosse. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast. It's coming up in about 3.5 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, President Joe Biden is cracking down on price gouging across several industries, launching a new strike force that will root out illegal and unfair price hikes for things like prescription drugs, healthcare, groceries, and housing. The Biden administration also unveiling a new rule from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that slashes credit card late fees. Biden is focusing on pocketbook issues that affect day-to-day life as he tries to sell his economic vision to the American people. Whole Foods Market soon launching smaller stores. They'll be called Whole Foods Market Daily Shops, and they're meant for urban areas. The company says the stores will be between 7,000 and 14,000 square feet. An average Whole Foods Market store is about 40,000 square feet for reference. Despite its smaller size, Whole Foods says customers will still be able to pick up grab-and-go meals, recipe ingredients, and their weekly grocery essentials. Kylie Jenner is the newest celebrity to launch a line of libations. Yesterday, the reality star and Kylie Cosmetics founder announced a new vodka soda called Sprinter. The 100-calorie ready-to-drink cocktail is made with premium vodka, sparkling water, and fruit juice. Sprinter comes in 4 different flavors: black cherry, peach, grapefruit, and lime. They'll be sold in 8-can variety packs. The drinks are set to hit stores March 21st. Spring break is almost here, but not everyone is excited for the big vacation season. The city of Miami Beach is announcing stricter rules for both college students and tourists. Some of the rules include implementing curfews, bag checks, road closures, and more officer patrols. Meanwhile, businesses are still excited for the incoming flock of customers. Christina Vasquez reports.
Wynwood Walls is right there.
All right, everybody, follow me.
In Miami's Wynwood neighborhood,
There's a lot of venues, a lot of private restaurants.
guides lead tours along its world-famous murals.
It features many of the artists. It just adds to the beauty.
As college kids on spring break from Arizona dine and shop.
We're not really like the crazy spring breakers.
When it comes to this,
we're breaking up with you.
Have you heard about what Miami Beach is doing?
The curfews and stuff? Yes.
Curfews, bag checks, and restricted beach access.
Maybe we can talk when you're done with your spring break phase.
Do you think there'll be more people that come here and shop at businesses here because of what's happening in Miami Beach?
For sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, I would say so, yeah.
I think it offers like the culture that Miami almost is like perceived to have.
Just getting ready for a great spring break, and looking forward to people coming to Miami and enjoying it.
Sven Voklin, who owns several restaurants and venues in Miami, to include 1-800-LUCKY in Wynwood, says March is their busiest month.
We were curious, if you're a business in Miami, are you thinking, oh, maybe they'll come over here?
I hope so. We're open for business, and Wynwood loves the clients, and if Miami Beach doesn't want them, we'll be happy to take them.
We want people to party and have a good time, however, in a respectful manner.
Miami Police Captain Freddie Cruz says you can expect to see heavy uniformed patrols in Miami's entertainment districts, to include Wynwood.
We're just asking everyone, if they are going to come to the city of Miami or Dade County, have a good time, but please respect the rules, respect the laws, and just have fun.
Throughout the month, the city is also enforcing flat rate parking fee of $30 for garages and surface lots. And in the famed South Beach area, towing will be doubled to $516 for cars parked in restricted areas. That does it for your morning consumer news. The time now is 6:18. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl and get a look at today's forecast.
Well, before we get to that forecast, it's been a little bit since I've shown the snow check, and that's through today. And boy, maybe I should change the title to lack thereof, because we've only had 18.5 inches of snow this season in La Crosse. Average through today, 37.7, so that's over 19 inches below average. And look at, compared to last year, 25 inches of snow less. We had 43.5 inches through March 6th last year. Eau Claire, even a wider discrepancy, 16.4 inches. Your average is 42.9, so 26.5 inches below average. And last year, you had, my goodness, almost 40 inches more with that 57.6 inches through this state last year. So an incredibly snowless winter across the upper Midwest, as we all know. All right, let's get to that forecast. 27 degrees out at the airport and downtown to start this morning, with a mainly clear sky. Winds out of the east-southeast at 5, causing a slight wind chill of 22. 24 for Eau Claire, and your wind chill factor is 17 degrees. So a jacket definitely in order for this morning. And temperatures on the cooler side, but seasonably cool in the 20s for most. And you'll notice some numbers missing on the sensors here. There's a widespread data outage across the upper Midwest. and much of the center of the country, and 18 in Volk Field. So some upper teens in our traditional colder spots like Black River Falls and Sparta. Again, winds generally 6 miles per hour or less, but causing some slight wind chills this morning. All right, skies are mainly clear. Watching some clouds off to our west, even some precip, but a lot of that not reaching the ground, and it will dry out before reaching us. So just some passing clouds this afternoon and into tonight. Otherwise, high pressure brings lots of sunshine this morning, and then you'll see those passing clouds this afternoon and into tonight, but we'll see some stars tonight as well. And then for Thursday, mix of sun and clouds, but those clouds do thicken later in the day and into tomorrow night, as the disturbance over the Central Plains tries to lift some of this rain down to the south into our area as we head into the day on Friday. Zone forecast showing high temperatures today, similar to yesterday, but at about 2 degrees or so. Low to mid 50s in the La Crosse area. 50s, mid 50s down to the south, and as we head back to the north, pretty much all 65 of our communities will see highs between about 50 and 56 degrees, which of course is above average. Average high in La Crosse for today is only 41. So lots of sun this morning, passing clouds this afternoon, 54 for the high. Mix of clouds and stars tonight, lows around 32. Mid 50s tomorrow, dry during the day. Chance of rain showers, maybe some sleet or snow mixed in spots late tomorrow night and into Friday. Breezy and cooler Friday with a high of 44. Mid-40s on Saturday. Don't forget daylight saving time begins early Sunday morning, so we set our clocks forward an hour, flirting with 50 on Sunday, and then milder next week, 59 on Monday, right around 60, maybe even a little above Tuesday through Thursday with some low-end precip chances. Model's kind of struggling on the timing next week. That's why I've kind of broad-brushed low-end precipitation chances those 3 days. So no significant snow chances over the next 8 days. Alexandra, I don't know if you're a snow fan, but boy, the lack of snow this winter in the upper Midwest has been eye-opening indeed. Back to you.
I'm quite surprised. My first Wisconsin winter has been pretty lame. Thank you, Bill. The time now 6:21. Still to come on your morning news, a new study is suggesting the common myth that menopause can raise a woman's risk for depression may not be as true as once thought. Coming up, we'll take a look at the new findings.
5 of our Wisconsin boys basketball teams are still alive when it comes to the state tournament in Madison next week. Plus, the Badgers are hoping to bounce back tomorrow at home. I'll have it all coming up in the Blitz.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Here's California banker Eric Hovde running for U.S. Senate. But Hovde's lifestyle? Pure California. CEO of a billion-dollar bank. Here's Hovde's over $7 million Laguna Beach mansion. And 3 years in a row, Eric Hovde was named one of Orange County's most influential residents. Multimillionaire California banker Eric Hovde. On Wisconsin's side, don't bank on it. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Luther High School, a powerhouse in culture and academics. Our students are given the tools for high school academic success while also enjoying athletics, choir, and band. Our on-site industrial arts program provides advanced welding and advanced woodworking programs, along with Industry 4.0 classes. Luther High School is a Wisconsin parental choice school. All families who apply to Luther receive tuition grants. Your Luther High School, Christ-centered education, encouraging and preparing students for life. For more information, go to lutherhigh.org or find us on Facebook at We Love Luther.
NexGard Plus helps you protect your dog from fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, and more. All in one delicious monthly soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. NexGard Plus, the one you want for one and done protection.
Sit on this, sit on that, sit on this, hey, sit on that, sit on this, sit on that.
King Furniture has thousands of items in stock and ready for immediate delivery. You can see it, buy it, and enjoy your new furniture in your home today.
Sit on this, sit on that.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Visit the La Crosse Area Builders Association Home Show at the Onalaska Omni Center.
Welcome Welcome to the Blitz. It's the calm before the storm as we count down the hours until Thursday night. 5 of our Wisconsin high school boys basketball teams are just 2 wins away from punching their ticket to Madison next week for the state tournament. There has been one official location change. The West Salem boys basketball team was originally scheduled to play their sectional semifinal at Logan High School on Thursday, but the Panthers game against Fox Valley Lutheran has been moved to Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. West Salem took down New London in the regional final on Saturday night. Now the Panthers find themselves just 2 victories away from getting back to Madison. As for GET, the Red Hawks continue their run toward a state title on Thursday as well. GET got past rival Arcadia on Saturday night in their regional final. Now the road only gets tougher as the Red Hawks prepare for Elk Mound. GET fell to the Mounders at home right before Christmas, so the Red Hawks will be looking for some redemption on Thursday in Arcadia. I'm going to talk to the team later today to see if that first meeting holds any weight when it comes to their rematch later this week. That's just 2 of the 5 games scheduled for Thursday night. In Division 4, Aquinas heads to Osseo Fairchild High School to take on top seed Durant, Arkansas. And in D5, we have 2 teams looking to keep their season alive until at least Saturday. Cashton goes head-to-head with Potosi down in Prairie du Chien, while Royal hits the road to clash with Columbus Catholic at Adams Friendship High School. If the Eagles and Panthers both win, then that sets up a Scenic Bluffs sectional final on Saturday at Logan High. On the college hardwood, the Badgers are also back at it Thursday. Wisconsin with just 2 more chances left before the regular season comes to an end. Hopefully for the Badgers, this time around against Rutgers is prettier than the last one. A 22-point loss for Wisconsin on the road back in February. Rutgers controlling that one from beginning to end, but senior Tyler Wall says the team is using that loss as fuel for Thursday's rematch.
I think it shows, or it gives us a little extra motivation going into the game, and going into the game we're ready for something. Whether they're going to punch us in the mouth, they're a good, strong, physical, defensive team, so we got to be a little more prepared for that this time around. Hopefully we come out ready. Hopefully the guys get that same message, and we're not here to lose anymore. We're ready to get this thing back rolling.
We'll see if the Badgers can get their 11th conference win of the season Thursday at home. Tip-off is at 6. That's going to do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Ashley's biggest event of the year is happening March 8th through the 10th. Shop Doorbusters starting at $2.99 and an exclusive delivery offer. Plus, earn 3% back with 12-month special financing on a qualifying in-store purchase with your Ashley Advantage Synchrony credit card for a limited time at Ashley.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
In every case, we bring an experienced legal team to work on behalf of our clients.
With Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben, we had the best of both worlds. Although we were working with one of the largest and most powerful law firms, we never felt that we were lost or insignificant. We were dealing with a specialized sub-team that operates within that law firm that was intimately familiar with our case and our needs and our goals.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben.
If you've had a classic Reuben before, then Arby's Reuben will taste quite familiar. But if you haven't, man, oh man, are you in for a wild ride? Arby's, we have the meats.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Ready to switch? Break up with wipes. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Micelles cleanse like a magnet without harsh rubbing. Tested to remove waterproof mascara better than the leading wipes. 9 out of 10 wipe users would recommend Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water by Garnier, naturally.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Ashley's biggest event of the year is happening March 8th through the 10th. Shop doorbusters starting at $2.99 and an exclusive delivery offer. Plus, earn 3% back with 12-month special financing on a qualifying in-store purchase with your Ashley Advantage Synchrony credit card for a limited time at Ashley.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In your morning medical headlines, the annual flu shot is about to change starting next fall. An advisory panel to the Food and Drug Administration voted unanimously to change the makeup of the vaccine. The new version will only include A strains of the virus instead of containing both the A and B strains like previous guidelines stated. Researchers say the B strain hasn't been detected in testing since March of 2020. A new study challenging the common belief that menopause increases the risk of depression. Researchers found no universal link between the two, suggesting that risk may often be overstated. However, factors like previous episodes, stressful life events, and hot flashes could raise a woman's chance of depression during menopause. The study recommends doctors take a more individualized approach when diagnosing and treating menopausal women experiencing mental health issues. Raising a family or starting a career can be challenging for everyone, but especially when your health is a constant battle. A 26-year-old Madison man with a rare heart condition is searching for a transplant. Cameron Kelly learned more about the heart condition and the struggles he faces daily.
I'm just grateful that he's still here.
At only a day old, Darcy Lawhon had his first open heart surgery. Doctors diagnosing him with dextrocardia. It's when your heart grows on the right side of your body. His mom says the condition changed their lives forever.
It was just very hard just seeing a happy baby just smiling and laughing, and the bottom of him is open up from having heart surgery.
After Darcy's 7th open heart surgery, Bolden moved into the hospital he was receiving care from for 6 months with her other children.
His liver shut down, his kidneys, his brains, he was on dialysis. He was paralyzed on the right side, and he was in a coma for 2 months.
Doctors say his condition is extremely rare.
2 to 7 in 100,000 population. So you can, considering that it's like 0.02%.
Right now, Darcy is on his 3rd pacemaker, recovering from a brain infection.
A lot of people that walk in with my condition, they check it, look at it, and they would discharge me because they don't want nothing to happen to me while I'm in their establishment.
Wisconsin is the 4th state he moved to for adequate care.
I'm 26. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to raise my daughter. I'm trying to start my career. It's just a lot.
His mom holding on to her faith as they search for a heart.
We're just praying. That's all we're doing, praying and asking God to continue to bless him and send us a miracle, another miracle, because that's what he is, a miracle.
Darcy says that receiving a new transplant would not only help him physically, it would also help him mentally. A new cooperative called Chippewa Valley Health Conservative has been created to address the healthcare gaps that will be left behind when HSHS closes its Chippewa Valley hospitals and clinics by April 21st. 7 local residents will serve on the initial board, and the cooperative is backed by 1,100 partners, a firm hired by Oakleaf Medical Networks. You can find the full announcement on our website, news8000.com. An early start to International Women's Day. The International Women's Day Committee at UWL hosted panelists from all over the world to share how women are celebrated in different countries. The 3 panelists represented the countries of Ghana, Japan, and Malaysia, each discussing their experiences as a woman in their culture and compared them to what they experience here in the U.S. This year's theme for International Women's Day is Inspire Inclusion, encouraging a big focus on gender equality. The committee says events like this help connect women from all types of backgrounds.
I think it's important for women to share their stories so that we can develop a commonality and relationship with each other and understand the challenges and the joys of being a woman.
The official International Women's Day is celebrated March 8th. That is Friday. Wrestling has long been dominated by men, but recently women are grappling their way to the mat and pinning down new opportunities. One Iowa school is taking the lead, offering a female wrestling program to train the next generation of champions. Nicole Tam has the story.
Get ready for a workout. All the cartwheels, tumbles, and jumping to kick off wrestling practice. Twice a week for 90 minutes, these girls are teammates and also competitors.
Ready? One more set.
Wrestling became a sanctioned sport for girls in 2022. Since then, clubs and teams for them have grown.
This is the experience that the girls really want. And as soon as we sanctioned and as soon as we started saying, hey, you can come in to an all-girls room and get the same experience, it exploded.
Girls could compete against boys before the sport was sanctioned, but the experience?
I just felt like I didn't belong there, and it just changed once this opened up.
Positive changes, not just for Isla Buckingham, but also for other girls.
I realized it can be for girls too, and that girls can do it.
It's more mental than it is physical.
And I know that I worked hard, and even if I don't place, I know that I tried hard and I did the best I could.
So the gals that were once unsure now hope others will give it a try on the mat.
It's okay if you lose, because everyone does. You're never going to go through a whole wrestling career without losing.
Feel the sport. It may not be for you, but it could be for anybody.
So whether they're in 3rd grade or in high school, together they rise and become champions.
The time now is 6:35. Let's check back in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us what to expect on our morning commute. Sunglasses again today, Bill?
For sure. As you can see through CityCam, skies are clear. We just have a few high clouds scattered about in some spots. And as we look out on Interstate 90, and this is facing east, you can already see that sun glare and the brightness on the top portion of your screen there. So sunglasses needed. We'll see plenty of sunshine through the morning hours. We will see some passing clouds this afternoon, but I think the sun will filter through, or at least peek through at times, and temperatures will rise into the lower to middle 50s. So above average once again. Our average high this time of year only 41. So skies mainly clear across the tri-state area right now. Some clouds off to the west, even some precipitation showing up on radar, but not all that reaching the ground, and it will dry out before it reaches us. Temperatures starting out in the 20s, some upper teens in our traditional colder spots like Volkfield, Black River Falls, Sparta, Fort McCoy. Again, lots of sun this morning, those passing clouds this afternoon. Highs in La Crosse around 54 degrees. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. Back to you.
And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. Scarlett, turning 8 months old. She loves playing with her older brother, being around her great-grandmother, and cuddling up. If you know a special someone turning 8 months, 8 years, 8 weeks, 18, 80, or 88 years old, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. We are celebrating International Women's Day early on News 8 Now this morning. Coming up, we head to the La Crosse Heritage Center to learn about 2 history-making women with deep roots right here in La Crosse.
Make next winter fun for your family at Mount La Crosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now for next year and ski the rest of this season for free. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 10th.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Stock up with our spring meat bundle, which includes drummies, ground beef, chicken, steaks, brats, ribs, and pork chops. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Do you feel like America is slipping away? Our country is facing enormous challenges. Our economy, our healthcare, crime, and open borders. Everything is going in the wrong direction. All Washington does is divide us and talk about who's to blame. And nothing gets done. That's not the country I know and love. I'm Eric Hovde. I'm running for the U.S. Senate. And I approve this message because I believe we need to come together and find common sense solutions to restore America.
Ready? Okay.
There's no better time to get started on your 2024 outdoor living project than the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, which is only at the Board Store. Visit our showroom, explore the possibilities, patio covers, operable pergolas. For year-round living, consider the cabin room or the more traditional room. Stop in, arrange for a prompt free estimate on your 2024 outdoor living project during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh quality local meat. It's time for the annual hog sale. Order a half hog for $3.10 or whole hog for $6.10. Price includes smoking of bacon and ham. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Make next winter fun for your family at Mount Lacrosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now for next year and ski the rest of this season for free. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 10th.
Welcome back. A good Wednesday morning to you at 6:40. Before we get to the forecast, wanted to show you this graphic. I shared it on our weather app over this past weekend and on my Facebook page as well. Wanted to make sure you saw it. Yeah, the winter that wasn't. Meteorological winter was December, January, and February. Average temperature was 9 degrees above average, making it the second warmest on record for La Crosse, second only to the winter of 1877-78. December and February were both the second warmest on record. Precipitation-wise, 2.40 inches. That's about 1.5 inches below average, and only 15.6 inches of snow during those 3 months. That's 16.8 inches below average. And look at this stat at the bottom. This was the warmest meteorological winter on record for Eau Claire. Milwaukee, Rochester, Green Bay, and Minneapolis, those are just the larger cities. So suffice it to say, many towns and smaller cities elsewhere saw their warmest winter on record as well. And as I mentioned above, the second warmest winter on record for those of us here in La Crosse and also down in the Madison area as well. Skies are clear across the region, starting to see some brightness as that sunrise was at 6:32, 27 degrees out at the airport and downtown at the station. Feels like 22 with a light east to southeast breeze. 24 for you folks in Eau Claire with a slight wind chill of 17. So temperatures are cool, still not overly cold though. These are just closer to average. Our average low is 22. Most of us are starting in the 20s, some upper teens though in our traditional colder areas to the east. By the way, some numbers missing here. There's a widespread data outage for some of the automated sensors across the Midwest. Winds generally out of the east at around 5 to 10, causing those slight wind chills, making it feel about 5 degrees or so colder than those actual air temperatures. Clear skies currently. We've got some clouds out to the west, even some precip showing up on radar, but a lot of that not reaching the ground, and that'll dry out before reaching us. Just some passing clouds this afternoon and tonight. High pressure promises lots of sunshine though this morning. Again, there's those passing clouds this afternoon and into tonight. We'll still see some stars tonight as well. And then Thursday, mix of sun and clouds, but those clouds do thicken late in the day as the storm system over the Central Plains tries to lift some precip into the area from the south and west late tomorrow night and into the day on Friday. Zone forecast showing highs today, low to mid 50s, very similar to yesterday. You could probably add about 2 degrees to yesterday's highs. Mid 50s far south. And as we head back to the north, more the same, low to mid 50s, including about 52 in Chippewa Falls and 53 in Eau Claire. So plenty of sun this morning, passing clouds this afternoon, 54 today in La Crosse, 32 tonight with a mix of clouds and stars. Mid 50s tomorrow and dry. That chance of rain not till late tomorrow night into Friday, maybe some sleet or snow mixed in at times with highs in the 40s, low to mid 40s in fact. Still breezy Saturday, dry Sunday as we flirt with 50, and then warmer again as we head into next week, close to 60 on Monday, and generally 60 or slightly above next Tuesday through Thursday. And the model's kind of struggling at some precip chances, the timing next week. So I've kind of broad brushed some low-end precip chances right now on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So stay tuned for more timing details over the next several days. That's the latest check in my 8-day forecast. Now here's Alexandra with a special guest in studio.
In honor of International Women's Day on Friday, we're going to pay tribute, learn a little bit about some notable women in our area who have made history, not only here in the Cooley region, but well beyond that. So we are at the La Crosse Heritage Center this morning, and we're joined by Amy Bach, curator of the La Crosse Historical Museum.
Historical Society.
La Crosse Historical Society. All right, Amy, well, good morning. Tell us who you're going to tell us about today and what you brought to show us.
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about Aloda Beach and then Ruth Mowers. So they're both about a century in the past La Crosse women from the 1920s that were famous in La Crosse, but also beyond La Crosse.
Okay, very cool. And so this belongs to Aloda, right?
Yes, so this is actually Aloda's 1920s dress. It is gorgeous. It has chenille, there's beading, there's rhinestones. It has a ridiculously long train. I can't imagine she actually walked in this. You know, she has the long train that wraps around in a seated picture. It's just amazing. It's very fitting for a vaudeville actress.
Yeah, so she was a famous actress, and she was from La Crosse.
So she came to La Crosse as part of a traveling troupe, but then she said that La Crosse was her favorite place to be, so her and her husband stayed here.
Okay, and they built a mansion, correct?
They built a house on the corner of Losey and State Street. It's that Spanish colonial revival.
Yeah.
You can still see it down there.
Okay, that's a beautiful house. And then interesting jacket over here. What can you tell us about that?
This jacket is crazy. It actually is trimmed with monkey fur. So Aloda, part of their traveling troupe, they used to keep monkeys in their garage. But this jacket was made in New York, and it's just trimmed with very fine long black monkey fur.
Okay, and I'm sure back in the day, monkey fur was nothing, you know, not a big deal.
It was acceptable to wear fur, of course, at that time.
Okay, very cool. And both of these are from the 1920s, you said?
Yes.
Okay, and then coming over here, we have a La Crosse woman who founded a cosmetics company, right?
Yeah, it actually started in her basement, of all places. Her husband kind of supposedly said that, oh, this is a bad idea, you shouldn't do this, but he still gave her $300.
Okay.
Said, here, just do your business. So she had a double boiler on a stove in her basement. She started with $300. 2 years later, $100,000 capital, 150 employees, mostly women actually. So she's providing a safe company where women can work at, filling her containers with their cosmetics.
Very cool. So those are impressive numbers, even for today, but I can imagine in the 1920s that was some serious business. So these are just containers that her cosmetics went in?
Yes. So the different containers, there's a lettuce cream, there's some face powders. The second one is actually a later company that she started too. So she had Marinello, which was her main company. Unfortunately, it expanded to Chicago and then later New York, but she sold it.
Okay.
So then she actually started another company called Rudimar. So that second jar, this jar, is from Rudimar Cosmetics.
Okay, yeah, so she was quite the business maven, I guess, starting a lot of companies. And lettuce cream back in the 20s was pretty popular.
So I'm kind of confused about what it is. It's not exactly very clear, but it's some type of face cleanser.
Okay.
So think about 1900, 1920s. There aren't a lot of companies that are actually doing this. I mean, think about just washing your face with a bar of soap.
Yeah.
Which sounds terrifying to people today. So this was an innovation in its time that she is creating all of these cosmetics. But the really cool part is not only did she create the cosmetics, she started beauty shops and beauty schools that exclusively used her products, but then also she taught people how to use them.
Okay, so
it's like she's
legacy.
Teaching the generations how to use the products.
Yeah, and of course, you know, skincare today is all the rage, so definitely a lasting legacy. So if people want to see these artifacts for themselves or learn more about these women, where can they go to learn more?
Definitely. So some of these artifacts are actually on display right here at the La Crosse Area Heritage Center as part of a Made in La Crosse display. Aloda's dress is safely tucked away in our collection storage, but it is available to view online.
Okay, so the monkey fur, we're pretty special getting to see this today,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And we'll be right back after this.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the Flexsteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
Here's California banker Eric Hovde, running for U.S. Senate. But Hovde's lifestyle? Pure California. CEO of a billion-dollar bank. Here's Hovde's over $7 million Laguna Beach mansion. And 3 years in a row, Eric Hovde was named one of Orange County's most influential residents. Multimillionaire California banker Eric Hovde. On Wisconsin's side, don't bank on it. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Ever wonder why most window replacements fail? It's the installation process. Hi, I'm Steve from Clear Choice. Many companies rush through installations using the caulk and walk methods. They pop the old windows out, slap the new ones in, add a few screws and smears of caulk, then hurry on to the next job. Your window ends up barely hanging on. At Clear Choice, our Weather Guardian installation process ensures your windows are secure and airtight. Don't compromise on quality. Choose Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions for windows that stand the test of time.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance. At each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see. I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
There's a lot to love on the Drew Barrymore Show.
We're just incredible, washed out delectable.
I want to play and be silly and fun. I'm like in it with you.
Don't stop, we're just getting started. Hit harder, hitting the party. This how we do it.
I'm so in love with you, I can't handle it. Oh my God. Did we just become best friends?
Let's make it happen, Captain.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8. The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Welcome back at 6:52. Time for your morning news now. Nikki Haley is expected to announce she's suspending her campaign for president this morning. Sources familiar with her plans say the former South Carolina governor not planning to endorse Donald Trump quite yet, instead calling on him to earn the support of those who backed her. Haley was the last of a dozen major candidates trying to challenge Trump for the nomination, but she never gained enough traction with voters. Still, Haley became the first Republican woman to win 2 primary races in Vermont and Washington, D.C. Another inmate has been found dead at the Waupun Correctional Institution, marking the 4th death at the prison in the past 8 months. 62-year-old Donald Meyer died February 22nd. His cause of death is still under investigation. Last October, a group of Waupun inmates filed a federal lawsuit claiming lockdown conditions amounted to cruel and unusual punishment. The lockdowns were put in place due to a shortage of guards, according to prison officials. The Tomah Police Department is mourning the death of a furry member of their force this morning. Police say K-9 Raiden was on duty Monday night east of Tomah city limits. He was taking a break in an outdoor area when he unexpectedly ran onto Highway 1216 and was struck by a vehicle. He was taken to a veterinary hospital in Madison, where he later died. The La Crosse School Board now has cost estimates for its school consolidation plans. Merging Emerson and Spence Elementary Schools into a new building would cost $42 million, adding $29 per 100K in property value to tax bills. But that alone won't fix the budget deficit, so a third school may also close, likely Hintgen. Some board members worrying that adding that to a referendum could make it too complex. The board will debate their options March 18th. Some local area burn bans are being lifted this morning. The burn bans in La Crosse, Madera, Onalaska, and Vernon County are all now lifted. In an update this morning, the La Crosse Fire Department says the decision is based on recent rain and the state's DNR, saying the fire danger is at low level. The fire department will reinstate bans if fire danger rises again. A new cooperative called Chippewa Valley Health Conservative has been created to address the healthcare gaps that will be left behind when HSHS closes its Chippewa Valley hospitals and clinics by April 21st. 7 local residents will serve on the initial board, and the cooperative is backed by 1,100 partners, a firm hired by Oakleaf Medical Networks. You can find their full announcement on our website, news8000.com. An early start to International Women's Day. The International Women's Day Committee at UWL hosted panelists from around the world to share how women are celebrated in their countries. The 3 panelists represented the countries of Ghana, Japan, and Malaysia, each discussing their experiences as a woman in their cultures and compared them to their experiences here in America. This year's theme for International Women's Day is Inspire Inclusion, encouraging a big focus on gender equality. The committee says events like this help connect women from all types of backgrounds.
I think it's important for women to share their stories so that we can develop a commonality and relationship with each other and understand the challenges and the joys of being a woman.
International Women's Day is celebrated March 8th. That's Friday.
Temperatures this morning starting in the 20s for most, including 24 in Eau Claire, 23 in Winona, 27 in La Crosse. Mostly sunny this morning, passing clouds this afternoon, and another mild day for this time of year. Low to mid-50s for highs, 54 in La Crosse. Mid-50s tomorrow. Another system brings a chance of rain, maybe some sleet and snow mixed in at times in some spots. Late Thursday night into Friday, breezy and cooler Friday and Saturday, highs in the 40s, back close to 50 by Sunday.
All right, Bill, thank you. A Kentucky man recently paid off all his debt after winning a $150,000 lottery prize. Charles Stallard is debt-free for the first time in his life after a life-changing grocery store last month. He decided to pick up a lottery ticket while he was checking out at a store on February 9th. When he started to scratch off the $5 ticket, he saw a 50x symbol, meaning the listed winning prize would get multiplied by 50. At best, he figured he'd get his $5 back, so when he scratched off the back of the ticket and saw $3,000, he couldn't believe it. Stallard decided to use his after-tax $108,000 payout to pay off his house. Wish we could all be so lucky. Thank you so much for starting your Wednesday morning with us. We will see you back here at noon. Have a great day.